everyone, I'm on my final bit of this stretch, the last corner. I've just been at the shops, spent an arm and a leg. Sorry, got out guzzle mode. Fizzy water, oh, enough to wake yourself up. Fizzy water, and this speaks the true type 2 diabetic, and bootlaces. Right. I think I'm going to do 4s. Oh yeah, there are some 4s there. Right, let us start. Probably won't be doing too much of this because it's late. I've spent the day in bed, basically. My body's starting to slowly begin to switch on, to restart a bit. So, just when I thought it was safe to come out of the woodwork, you know, come out of the trees or whatever, you know, I thought I'd hit that sweet spot as a woman where nothing else can happen, and boom. So I am paid off. Oh well. Well, I suppose it's a good thing to know that my body's starting to click back online. But well, now what are we doing? Oh, tomorrow. Oh, I must cancel that order that I did in for Amazon, because I know there's no way in the time is going to what's the word? I've already spent out now, so I don't need to get them. Right, let me see. Oh my God. Oh my God, how could I forget that? Oh geez, I forgot. I used some of my vouchers. Oh, we all know where we're going with that, don't we? Yep. Diamond Art Club. I decided I'm blowed if I'm going to be waiting and waiting for that Secret Temper to come in, because I might miss out my chance on the other ones that I've got in my basket. And so I did have to spend some. Eek, about 100 quid. Okay, 123 quid. Klarna'd it, or clear played it. One of them. Yes, I know. But I did get, I got 6 paintings, and basically I only paid for 2 of them on that theory, because the other 4 were through my vouchers, because I had $20,200 off. And so I did pretty good, I think. So there'll be an unboxing and a kitting up, no doubt. I'm not telling you what they are, though. We have to wait and see for that one. Cancellation isn't guaranteed. Oh, please be guaranteed. Oh, select cancel. Oh, fuck. I mean, oh, knickers. Select cancellation. Oh, well, I've already done it. Let's see. Your account. Let's see. Returns and orders. Attempting to cancel. It's being prepared for shipment and they're attempting to cancel it now. Please cancel it because I know it's one of those ones that probably won't be able to be returned. Oh, God. Right. Next mouthful. Oh, God. Nobody saw that, did they? It just tripled. It's a little bit chewy. Oh, I bought some apples, didn't I, when I was out? First thing you do, get back, pick the bag up, bag switch. Apples roll everywhere. And I bet they're bruised. I'm not going to look at them. What's going on here? I'm not going to look at them too closely. Time for glue dot time, I think. Again, stick that bit on there. And that bit I've got a flickering light. It's either somebody's trying to get me to acknowledge them, which I have tried to acknowledge them. And please say your message, because I know you've got a message for me. Or I need to change the light bulb. They're only the two options. Right, let us see. 4. Wow. Oh, was it cancelled? Is it cancelled? Is that a message coming to me to say, yes, we've cancelled? I hope I'm still recording. It's gone a bit flipping. Oh, it's disappeared from me doodles. We were able to cancel the following orders. Thank feck for that. I don't need to spend out £3.25 on something which I've already got for £2. Something or other. Oh. You know when you've got a new glue dot when it just won't let go. I bet you'd be glad when this is finished. I was going to do something else today, but as I've had one of those very lazy days, I basically didn't, what's it called? I didn't do what I needed to do. So I need to do a little bit of prep work for it. But we will see. Tomorrow I've got craft group, and I'm going to take my my needle punch things. So I'm going to try that. And see if I can get, because I don't know what we are doing tomorrow, what is planned, whether I need to take anything. I missed the flipping textiles group, which I'm peed off about. My mate Anthea, she messaged me, said, oops, I forgot. And that was about she messaged me about 1:18. And by the time I got the message, it was like about, what was it, 20 to 3. Ooh, too late now. So, that's the problem with something being once a flipping month. Well, that's what the cat's doing. The cat is chasing around. You know, the cat doesn't like the meat variety of cat food. She prefers the fish. And of course, there's only the meat variety left of this box, because this was the box I could get. Because for some sick, stupid reason, Sainsbury's, you were trying to charge £3.50 for standard boxes of cat food. And yet, the fish only was going to be £3.80. So, go figure. I went and spent £4 instead on the posh box. But it was only when I got home that I realised that it was the meat posh box, because it obviously didn't have any. It was in the place of the fish variety, but obviously they didn't have any. So yes, and the cat doesn't like it, even if it is posh. So today I've got some. So she's chasing her dry cat food, because she always gets a little bowl, a small little bowl of dry food, and you know that usually lasts her a couple of days. And I mean, it's one of those goo pots. That's all I give her. Because we've got loads of dry cat food, so I give her that for when the rations are a bit dire. So at least I know she's getting something. I mean, it'll be what she likes, but it's still cat food. And it's not as if she can't go and, you know, substitute something, isn't it? I mean, she's a cat. She goes outside. She brings in dead things or living things, which as soon are dead. And then horrible bile bits and heads are left. And she thinks they're presents. Look, Mummy, look at me. Look what I've done. Look what I've brought you. Aren't you so pleased that I love you so much? Yeah. Now, if it'd been steak and chips, I would agree. But it's not. And mouse steak or shrew steak is just not cutting it. So, yes. And now she's just complaining because she saw the big box of cat food and it's all fish, and it's the cheap one because she likes it, prefers it. And you just sort of think, no, you're not getting that till later, mate, because I fed you before I went out. I don't know about anybody else's cats. Are they sneaky as buggery? They really are sneaky. Mind you, I remember a cat when I was little. Our ginger Tom, called Sam. Little bugger. Oh, he was lovely, though. It was in the days, in the 70s, when you sort of... We were in from a little village, you see, down south, and it was like, you know, you can just imagine Miss Marple or Millie Molly Mandy and, you know, little friend Susan on the corner and Billy Blunt in the shop. You know, it was just like that. And we went to church because it was kind of the thing that you did on a Sunday, because let's face it, there was sod all else you could do on a Sunday, especially when you were a kid, apart from, you know, you were made to go to church and stuff. And well, there wasn't anything else to do. We didn't have internet. We didn't have CDs. We just about had tapes, I think, if we would afford it. So we sort of basically made up our own games outside. You know, wandered the fields, built camps. You know, proper village life before technology, you know, dumbed us down. And we go to church. And when we went to church, my mum had put, I can't remember what, she put the meat out for Sunday dinner, out on the side, ready to put in the oven when we came back. And we had a cat flap, and we thought it was locked. Well, when we came back from church, there was a whole load of cats in our garden, all fighting and everything else like that. And we didn't think much of it. We thought, oh, they've just caught something, and because that would happen quite often. And they're just fighting it out. Yeah, went in. I remember saying, oh, where's the chicken gone? Or whatever it was. It might have been a bit of beef or pork. I can't remember. Where's the meat gone? And and then we basically had to follow the trail of destruction around the cat flap, because it wasn't a proper, you know, one of those cat flaps. It was like it had built. It was in the side of the house, and it had been built, so some of the bricks had been cut through, and a little breeze block, like tunnel type thing, had been done on the outside, and on the inside there was the cat flap, but it was sort of all in the middle of the wall type thing. And yeah, there was bits of meat and juice and everything all around the cat thing, all across the carpet. This trail. So obviously Sam or one of his friends had come in, and they basically dragged it outside for their dinner, and that's what they were fighting over. I think we had fish fingers that day. Bloody hysterical. Really looking forward to that as well. Yeah. We had 2 cats at the time. Sam, who was the ginger Tom, and then we had Benjamina, actually, because we found out that she was a she at some point. And she was, well, she was a prissy prude. You know, she'd be the one, while Sam was getting into trouble and being all mischievous, she'd be the one on the you know, on the sofa looking at him going, oh, you know, disdainfully. Yeah. Always reminded me of my sister, that cat did. But well. I think at one point my sister didn't wanted to be in any other family but ours. I mean, I can't blame her. But she was part of the family. Yes. Look at that. Isn't that oh bloody terrible? Look at the gaps. Ridiculous. Certain colours, the gaps are absolutely diabolical. Even if it is DAC, I'm sorry, but every now and then, gotta say it as it is. Oh, I ordered I put in some feedback after the last disastrous one, stating that, you know, how I think it's disgraceful how they've you know, made it £15 for delivery, and yet they give us a $14.99 option. So we then, you know, so we have to buy something, and the cheapest item on their thing to buy is a flipping sauce at 59p. You know, and then if you want to get a gluten-free pizza in some of their meal deals, well, you just can't. It doesn't give you the option to get a gluten-free pizza, which is really bad. And all of a sudden, they've got the $14.99 deal, and that is acceptable. You don't have to, you know. But I still want to know where the chicken wings have gone. They seem to have gone completely off the grid. So I am anticipating some bellyache later, because the only real thing I could get was their chips. And I have a pretty feeling that they have they're not gluten-free. But we will see. I mean, to be honest, I won't probably notice it much this time because I've got freaking bad pain. Period pain in me. So, yeah, I should probably pass it off as that. But, well, I know I'm single placing and I could just, and I don't know why I'm not. Why am I not? Why am I not doing this? Oh, that's probably why. Because it needs recharging up a bit. I had to bring the old wheels into the house today because I've got to charge it up tonight. So I must, oh shit, I must remember, get off. Oh, for God's sakes, get off. So I must remember to turn it on, plug it in. Alternatively, take the lead with me tomorrow and plug it in and charge it up there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll charge it up there, so at least I can get back. Oh no, because that means I'm going to have to unplug the bloody plug, and I've got to fight my way to it. Oh, God's sake. Get in there. It feels like I'm doing a clown's face here. I mean, as it is, I mean, there's a lot of willies on this pattern. Well, okay, that's my mind seeing it as willies. And once I saw them as that, I can't see them not as that now. And if you like, I can point them out to you and see if you think they are. And I mean, for mushrooms as well, I mean, that is a euphemism for willies as well, isn't it? Right. Let's go on the willy hunt, shall we? There's one. Peeping out. There's one. We've got a bigger one. Where is it? Oops, let's try. There we go. Not quite one, but it looks like it's got a handle. But yes, so we have a couple of willies on board. No wonder they're called Funguys. Oh dear. Yes, I know. But well. Right. I think that's the 4s. Let's get the S's to hopefully neaten it up. Oh. Can't believe I've ordered 6 paintings. 6. I've got too many in my stash as it is. This is what happens. I tried to, babe. I can't. Oh, look. Freaking typical, isn't it? That was that one stuck to me pen, and I think it was that one that went there. Oh, well, it could be that one there. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yes. But I've spent ages being very good and not, you know, trying to buy it ahead of time. My what's it called? Needle punch kit. And I've just been reminded, oh no, what have I done? 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I was on AliExpress. Yes. And I bought a frame because it was cheaper than anywhere else I'd seen it. Why though? And basically that I got on I don't know what I got that on. I got that on Klarna actually. Oh Jesus H. This is what happens. And I was a little bit down, and of course bloody Pyrrha came. That's probably why I was down. And then I have to buy. Oh, this is why I was ever so thankful, thinking, oh, no longer, no more, you've passed it. No more of the dreaded women things. You know, you just make a saving on all the items that you have to buy for it. And you can use that instead, and no, feck's sakes. Oh, for God's sakes. Get off. Oh, don't turn upside down. Don't you just hate that when you get it? You can just about get it in and then it turns upside down. Let's try and oil it up. But well. Oh, starting to go again. Problem is, we do this all over ourselves, on our chest, on our tops, and then when we get into bed and we're getting our jammies on, we look down and we see lots of these little ring marks on us, and we wonder what the hell they are. First off, we think, oh, it's drills stuck on you, and then you think, well, hold on a minute. That's a round hole, and I don't do round drills. And then you look closer and you realise it's from when you're stabbing yourself basically every time with this. And occasionally you make marks. Oh dear. Yes. So hopefully tomorrow I will sort it out to do my other little thing that I was going to do today. My little experiment. And we'll see what happens with it. And of course it will be done via a threadbare pattern. It won't be done by a heaven and earth pattern. I think I do have a heaven and earth, couple of heaven and earth patterns, but maybe I will. I'll do a bit of each, just so you can see a comparison if you want to try it that way. Yeah, I think that's what I shall do. I'm doing it again. I'm doing single placing when I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that? 5. Oh, click on 5, pick up 3. Click on 4, pick up 4. Never any rhyme nor reason. But well, pizza was good though. Won't be getting any more for until next month. I've had my takeout. Definitely have my takeout for this month, she says. But who knows, when that cost of living payment comes in, I might. Oh dear. Do you know what? Half of me keeps thinking maybe I will get a Motability car, because it will be quite handy. Especially going to some like craft fairs. Actually, I've got to double check. There's supposed to be a craft fair that I've signed up to do, but I can't remember when I signed up to do it for. It's in February. Oh, Jesus. Please don't say I've missed it. I'll have to go and check. Oh God, I'm really now I'm really, it could be this weekend. And if that's the case, oh no, I haven't planned, I haven't done anything. Right, I need the Book of Face. Oh, my little babe. Oh. Sorry. Right, let's see. I need where is it? I need to search. I need to search for oh God, what's it called? Oh well. I guess. On February 24th. just as well, because I've only got a couple of tables left now. I'm sure they've said they put my name down for one, but until they get the money in. Never said at the time when they wanted the money. Right. Oh, we go again. There we go. I'm on to 4. I got licorice caught on the back of my tooth, and I'm trying to get it off. And the more I try, and I find another piece. And because it's bootlace, all it ever does is stretch. I suppose it gives you the illusion that you've got more than what you actually have. What's your favourite sweet of childhood? You know, I mean, I was from the 70s, so we had a lot of varieties with things like spangles and pacers and aniseed balls. You know, you got 4 for a penny. And then those grab bags. Lucky Dips. And those plastic, so it looked like canes, but they were like guns. And you took the handle off to actually get access to the sweeties. I'll never forget my the little sweet shop, well, the corner shop down near my nan's. She lived in Pompey, well, she lived in Southsea, and it was on Loxway Road, I think it was. And there was a little row of shops, arcade of shops, and one of them was the corner shop, which was sort of had, you know, little bits of bread, veg, and sweets. And oh, I used to love going to my nan's because she would give me some money and I'd go up there, you know. 5p went a long way. And it was, oh God, yeah. You come away with a little paper bag, and which they'd pull off a pack of, you know, strung up paper bags, and they'd be twisted around at the corners, you know, where they'd be flipped over. And you made sure you got a lot of halfpenny sweets in there. Oh yeah, that was brilliant. Well, that's the S's. I'll do those, and then I'll do those, and then I will stop, because I need to prepare for Ujima for tomorrow's filming. Get in there. Three. Now I need a 4. I hate doing the horizontals. I much prefer doing these ones, you know, the verticals. Get in there, you little winky. Come on. In you go, you little... Oh my God, I had such a weird dream last night. I was in this very crowded restaurant come place, and it was so weird. It was the first time going there, and there was my ex, the one who died, and he was with somebody different, and she was a bit weird, and then all of a sudden I remember going up through this thing and this room, and it was so chock-a-block that you had to squeeze through certain whatnots. And for some strange reason, they thought I worked there. I had the chef who kept asking me, saying, turn the thermostat down in the oven by 11 degrees or whatever. And I thought, so I went off on the search for that, because I couldn't find the oven, let alone the you know, the thermostat. And then I thought, oh, well, some thermostats are away from, you know, in another room. So maybe that's it. And I kept asking everybody. I asked everybody in the kitchen. I asked everybody over there. And there was no thermostat. No, even the chef bloke didn't know, who had asked me to find it. And then all of a sudden, when I saw my ex in this other bit, all of a sudden I was naked. And I was there fully aware that I was bloody naked in this restaurant. And I was thinking, oh my God, oh my God. And I tell you what, it was horrible. And then in the end, I thought, well, I can't do bugger all about it. So I just continued to walk and continued doing what I wanted to do. And then by the time I got out of that section, I was fully clothed again. Thankfully, because I was then having to go out this window to go onto this ledge to reach round to go and get through this other bit, because the gap that people were trying to go through was so small that nobody could really go through it. And so they were trying to find alternatives, and there was a lot of people who were just standing there waiting for their turn to go through this hole, which they all knew they couldn't go through. It was bloody weird. It was jam-packed, and then every table I went to, I kept giving them extra bits of food, which were miraculously in my hands. So I picked up from one counter and went over to another counter and dropped off, and I was asked to do this, that and the other. And I thought, I don't even work here, and yet I seem to have spent, you know, a good, you know, several shifts worth. And then there was I was trying to find my way to get out, because I'd had enough of doing all this bloody work and stuff. And some people went and they showed me the way to the lift. But as I got near the lift, they'd gone in and they saw me on the outside, and they wouldn't open the lift. The doors were shutting, and I was there going, fighting my way with the doors. In the end, I opened them and I went in to the lift, and they were just continuing as if I wasn't there. And it was bloody weird. And then I went down the lift, and then I found an exit way out, and I thought, perfect. But then I realised I had forgotten something that I needed to get. And I thought, oh, God, I need that. I can't not have that. I think it was to a train. It was like a train pass. And I'd found my way to the station platforms. And I was trying, for some strange reason, get to Castleford. Don't ask why. How, but this was in my dreams before, so this was a different kind of Castleford. This was a Castleford of my dreams, which is somewhere I've been to before so many times in my dreams, but it doesn't bear any resemblance to Castleford. and stuff. And so it was like, bloody hell, this is crazy. So I found that. Then I realised, oh God, I'd left such and such thing behind. I can't remember what it was, but it might be my past, I don't know. And so I had to go back. And then second I got in that bloody maze again, it was like people were after me. And I was like going, shit. And it was scary because it was like all of a sudden everybody was watching me. Whereas before nobody had seen me, and now they're all looking at me. And it was, I was like going, and they'll ask me questions, and I was there going, I don't know. I don't actually work here, you know. And I didn't want to fall into that trap again, because I had some people saying, oh, you lie, because we saw you earlier, you were working. And it was like, no. And then I remember sitting down at one table, just sort of like giving up a bit and picking away at this really weird food that had been put in really weird plates. These plates were looking like animals upside down, like shells of things. And then you'd have the meat displayed in it, looking like the underbelly of whatever animal or folklore mythical being, you know, was the shell of or whatever. And it was bloody weird. And so I was doing that for a bit, and then I thought, no, if I have, even if I haven't got that thing, I'm just going. And I had to leg it to the I saw where the lift was, because the lift was the lift that got you out of there. If you went in and out of each room trying to find an exit, you would not find the exit ever. You just kept finding another room, in another room, full of people just sat there eating, chatting, oblivious to what was really going on as such, until I'd basically gone back in. And that was weird. And so it was, whew, I was like, blimey. Woke up and thought, God, that could have been a film and stuff. And it was, yeah, very, and all kinds of things were happening. I mean, we had planes going over at one point, and they were like spotter planes, but every now and then they dropped things. And they weren't bombs as such, but yet they did this invisible, and where the thing had dropped, I was having to dodge it, because wherever this beam or whatever dropped, there'll be like scorch marks, or if it got an animal, it'd be a dead animal, and it'd be a dead bloated animal. And it was bloody, it was getting to that point where you sort of thinking, God, this is a horror movie, get me the fleck out of here and stuff. But it was, yeah, jam-packed, and I woke up absolutely shattered. So that's why I spent basically the day in bed as well, because it was like, oh my God. Don't know if anybody else gets really sort of full-on dreams. I was a bit gutted though, because I like the dreams where I'm flying. I don't have, I'm not in a plane or anything like that. I'm just hovering. I can just, you know, think flying, and therefore I fly. And I'm up in the air, and I'm just moving around in it. And I'm using my hands to sort of get me up and stay up. And then my, you know, arms to sort of, and I've got quite fast when I fly. I remember my first flying dreams. That was bloody weird, because it's like I've seen me learning. Oh, that isn't right. Learning away, learning how to fly. You know, from the basics, getting a couple of inches off the ground and falling back down, and then the next dream getting a little bit further. And then there was another dream where I was on the top of this fairly tall building, and I had to run and jump over to this other building. And I really didn't want to do it, because I wasn't sure, I wasn't confident in my flying, whether I'd make it. But I did it, and when I realised I could do that and I didn't hurt myself, I'd jump even taller buildings, or I'd jump down big like drops, because I could just hover at the bottom. You know, I could, you know, control that going down in my hovering. And then I would pick up speed a bit faster, and then I would go slow, and then I'd do dodges in and out of things. And it was so weird. And then I would see other people who were doing the same thing as me, you know, going down country lanes, and there'd be a whole load of people walking, and then they're intermittent among them. You'd see a couple of people flying. And it was the other people's reactions to those people that were flying. And you just sort of thought, wow. And you could get away in an instant, which was brilliant. I could just, you know, get up in the air, and I can get higher and higher and higher. And then I could, you know, hover over and fly over very large trees and hedges and bushes. And then I remember being at sea at one point. There was this boat, lots of boats in this harbour, and I was but it was something really bad was about to happen in that harbour, and I was having to get out of there, and I had to go over to this other ship and do something. I can't remember what I had to do, but when I got to that ship, I couldn't get into the wheelhouse part of it, because it was like through a narrow slit again, and here we go again. And it was like bloody weird. But then with one roll of the sea, because the sea was pretty rough, it went up, and so the hole grew bigger. And I managed to get in, and I wasn't thinking about how I was going to get out. And it was very strange. And you just sort of think, okay. And I got to this part, and I saw this other person, and I spoke to them. And they told me I had to get this other bit. And it was like I was on this bloody wild goose chase. And at one point then, a boat next to me crashed and sunk, or was sinking. And I was thinking, shit, I got to hurry up and get off this one. I made it. And then I had that dream where I was like on a train. Kind of some of these are all different dreams, but you know, it's like they're all part of the same thing. It really is. And I'm there trying to think, what is the message? What is this supposed to be? Because sometimes it was just so real, but yet I knew I was dreaming. I knew this is a dream, but yet I'm in it. And sometimes I was hovering above people, watching them and seeing them. And they were completely oblivious to the fact that I was there watching them. And I remember waking up on that one thinking, God, why couldn't this be Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan? I'm hovering above, seeing what they're doing instead of, I don't know, some boring thing. But realistically, I suppose I shouldn't think it's some boring thing, because it's probably some interesting thing. But very strange. But yeah, so I prefer the flying dreams. Yeah. And it's nice when I get a different dream. And it's like, wow, this has changed. I haven't had this dream. This dream's a first. You know. But well. I always wake up from those dreams as if I know a bit more of something or other. I might not know what that something or other is, but it's there. You know, it's something that's been imparted to me or something like that. It's crazy. It's like learning without realising you're learning. You know something. I'm waiting for the dream though. I really want it to happen. I really would love it to happen. And that is, I feel it's possible. And that is the one where I can listen in on anybody's conversation, whichever language, and I will understand it. Now, I think that one is pretty... That one's pretty weird. That one, I feel, is achievable. Don't ask me how. Yes, you're probably looking at me and thinking, uh-oh, she's wacko. But we do only use so much of our brain. Yeah, they're children who've learned, I don't know how many languages. They're very good kids. Imagine if we were all taught, you know, every language, the languages, or at least the main ones. I think that'd be ace. That would be a better class at school. Because then, even if you only learn bits, at least then you'll be able to converse with anybody, you know, the majority of people. But, well. Oh, over here. Oh, dear. Any more? Thank God there's nothing up there. Get down, Desi. You're being naughty. And then when she's gone up onto the bloody work surface, she's not allowed in my bedroom over night time because she started going up onto the table. And the way she does it, she gets up on the table and she turns around and around and around, and everything scatters. So all the stuff that was on my table is basically on the bloody floor. And I got fed up at picking it up. I will go and pick it up there before I go to bed. Because now she's not in my bedroom. It's when you wake up and you hear this thunder noise and you think, oh, for fuck's sake. You wake up and you instantly know the bloody cat's jumped upon the table, knocked everything off, or she's jumped up on top of the, I don't know, on top of the dresser, and there's no room on the dresser top bit. It's not really a dresser, it's a dresser top that's sat on top of my chest of drawers, and it's all full of things. And yeah, she'll try, and she thinks she's one of these mountain goats, you know, that can literally balance and, you know, stand on 0.0008 of an inch or something. But she can't, because she's not a mountain goat. She's a fat, bloody, fluffy cat. Yes. Oh, come on. Nearly done. Nearly done. Nearly done this bit. Then I can eat the rest of my laces. Right, 3. That's that one. Now we need... Oh, don't drop. I need that one. 4. And then I need that one. I think... Oh, that's it. Just drop them all. Had the right amount. Need those 2. Oh, I'll get those 2 instead. You're not going to be in the painting now because we're at the very end. Oh. 4. There we go. Right, there we go. So with that, I will love you and leave you, and I shall probably finish the rest off tomorrow at some point, maybe. Friday, definitely, it will be finished by. So I will love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the next one. So if you wouldn't mind, please like, subscribing and sharing and commenting. That'd be great. If you've ever had any weird dreams, let me know how weird they are. I mean, all my family just start rolling their eyeballs at me when I said, oh, I had a dream. And they go, uh-oh. But it's weird. But well, at any rate, I will see you in the next one. Bye.